What's up, guys? It's Duel Humor, and we got a special guest today. Can you introduce yourself?
Lewis.
Lewis? Lewis, what are you playing?
Shaddoll Dinos.
Shaddoll Dinos. Awesome. Well, awesome guy from my locals at Monesty. Wanted to profile his deck, so let's get started, guys.
Alright, so 3 conductor. A lot of people say cut this to 2, but I thought there were actually a lot of like grindy games where you kind of need like the 3rd, so
the big boss monster himself.
Yeah, that's why I kind of run 3. But there were, I will admit, there were times this did come up a little too often, so I do side it out from time to time. 3 Oviraptor. This is standard, like, you know.
Of course, man. You can't play Dinos without Oviraptor.
Yeah. 3 miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous.
The other god card of the deck.
Oh, yeah, man. People forget that it makes it unaffected. Your
unaffected, and I mean, best of all is the grave effect. Really, just like banishing, and you can just summon either another Oviraptor. You can summon Dino and Shaddoll, which I do run as one of, or any of the babies. And for the babies, if you summon them in the end phase, they pop anyway. So you could get either, like, say if it's the Pteranodon one, it's you could get like Frankotops or anything like that.
Awesome.
1 Giant Rex.
Giant Rex, of course.
Yeah,
free summon when you banish.
2 of I never want to draw this card.
2 bricks.
2 bricks, yeah. The thing is, there was one game where I did side out one of these, and then I opened with it, and I was like, okay, I have to run 2 no matter what, because if I draw into it, it's literally dead. But yeah, this is like your way to search out your pill, and yeah.
And it also has a negate. It has a spell trap negate.
It has, yeah, spell trap negate, yeah.
Which people forget.
Yeah, it does come up. Yeah, it does come
really
up.
Good.
Again, you do banish a lot in this deck anyway, so like there have been like few moments where I do actually summon it with its own like condition.
Of course.
But yeah, it can be a little bricky. That's why I only run 2.
Time for another starter cards. Really.
Oh yeah,
the babies.
Yes. 2 baby Ceratosaurus, 1 Pteranodon. Yes. So with this build, these didn't. So today these didn't come up too much. Actually, he came up more than him. Funny enough. Because this one I like summoning off of the Miscellaneousaurus because it's a setup for Frankotrops, which again that's just for more like, you know, board pressure for your opponent's turn. And you know, this is obviously, yeah, if you pop it, you can special any level 4, so that's great and all. But I don't run Diagram or the True Kings in this build.
Oh wow.
I do side Lithogasm, but currently I'm testing it without the True King engine, because when I tried the True King engine with the Shaddoll engine, it just kind of like just didn't work out. It kind of like got really bricky and just went all over the place. So right now I'm doing the pure Shaddoll Dinos. 1 Dino Infinity. There was one game where I got this like I think like 12,000 attack.
Oh man, so this is Infinity FTK.
Infinity FTK,
OTK, there you go.
OTK, yeah. 1 Frankotops, you know, board pressure.
Awesome.
1 Shaddoll Wendy. This one is basically, if it's flip, you can special summon a Shaddoll either face up or face down. Okay. And if it's sent to the graveyard, you can special summon Shaddoll face down. I always go for face down because you want to get those flip effects.
Yeah, you want to get the flip effects.
Yep. 2 Aerial. The reason why I ran 2 of this was because through testing, this one has one of the better like send effects where you could just, where it basically banish for 3 in the grave. So it's kind of like a DD Crow in a way, but or I guess more like what's that card? I think it's like Soul Release, something like that, or whatever. But basically, you get to banish 3 monsters if it's sent from graveyard, and the flip effect is you can special summon a banish Shaddoll monster face down, which does come in for the grind games. 2 Hedgehog. This is basically your searcher for your spell and traps and your monsters if it's sent through a card effect. 1 Beast. This is the other card you don't want to open with. You know, draw 2.
Definitely.
1 Dragon. This did come up from time to time. I like it as a 1 of. And here's the special tech that I run. 2 Rainbow Karibos.
Wow.
So what this does is basically it's a light, and if it's in the graveyard, if your opponent attacks you directly, you can special summon in defense and protect yourself for a turn. And while this card's in your hand, if your opponent attacks, you can just equip it to your opponent's monster, and that monster can't attack.
Okay.
So originally I was running Trick Clown as my light target, but I didn't like it because, as you see in the extra deck, I don't run any like generic rank 4s or not many like link monsters to really like use to really utilize the Trick Clown. So I was kind of like inspired by the one Crable player that comes here from time to time. And
shout outs to Raymond.
Yeah, shout out to Raymond. Yeah. So yeah, this actually does come clutch a surprising amount of time. Like there were times where I remember like last week I was playing against Adam and he was about to like OTK me. I equipped Rainbow Kribo and won in time.
That's good. It's good for when you don't have full combo or you can't OTK.
Yeah, it's actually kind of like it's kind of like an insurance card or something.
Okay.
2 Ash. Of course.
One of the best hand traps.
And that's it for the monsters. 3 Shaddoll fusions.
Alright, so we're on to the spells.
Yep. This usually if I'm going like I would go for like sending something like Quatless to get out Wendy and then like go full combo for a Tyranno, because all you really need basically you go full combo, then summon Wendy. I mean sorry, not Wendy.
Winda.
Yeah, Winda. Sorry, I don't know why I said Winda. And then go for.
They all look the same, right?
Yep. And then go for Conductor. Yeah.
Awesome.
2 El Shaddoll fusions. This is for basically like any like battle phase.
Yeah, quick effect.
Yeah,
and
quick
then
effect.
you can OTK him a little easier afterwards.
And
Tiger goes to 1 of
and 3 super polys.
3 supers, of course.
Yep.
For the mirror matches, for a lot of other decks as well.
I mean, Shaddoll's like every right now, so this card is like super live. Literally any like Shaddoll matchup, like Invoke Shaddolls, which I played 2 today, so like yeah, super live.
Alright.
3 Fossil Dig.
For consistency?
Yep, the Rhoda for the deck.
Yes.
1 double Evo. I've seen some builds play like 3 of this. There weren't many situations where I needed like more than 1. Because if I resolve this once, I usually, I'm usually in a good position.
And
so
Quatless searches it. So
yeah, Quatless searches. Yeah. So yeah, you never want like
I mean, you only need 1 ultimate sometimes.
Yeah.
That's it.
And to wrap up for the main deck, 1 Foolish.
Alright, extra deck time.
2 Construct.
Awesome.
Yeah, outs basically any like special summon monster, and it's a Foolish on summon, which I'm guilty for forgetting sometimes. 2 Winda. This card basically a floodgate on legs, and it's also a way to dump Quatless, which is really good. So this rarely sees play.
Oh wow,
Ristia. Yeah. The reason why I ran this was because there were games where I actually did want this because I wanted to find a way to dump Miscellaneous, because it's a fire, so it's a target to send Miscellaneous, which is really good. And its actual effect's actually not that bad either. Like it's kind of like a solemn strike in a way, where it's like if your opponent were special summon a monster, discard a Shaddoll monster, negate the summon and destroy it.
The new one.
Yeah, one of the new one. Yeah, I don't want to say its name right now. Yeah.
What does it do?
This one basically, when it's summoned, it's basically an impermanence. Target 1 monster your opponent controls, negate its effects forever, basically.
Oh wow.
So it's not until the end of turn; it's forever.
Alright.
Which is really good. And it's sent to the graveyard. You can add 1 Shaddoll card from your deck or graveyard to hand. So it has an additional search. Well, not additional search, but it has an additional way of searching. And 1 Shakanaga.
Okay.
Cool thing about this is level 10, just like Conductor. And what we can do is you can overlay these 2 for another card that I want in my extra deck.
Gustav Max. I think we all know what that card does.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So there's that, but it also has a good effect too. Like this one is basically you could discard to negate a spell. I believe it's a spell and trap. Oh no,
negate. I think it's a monster effect as well.
Yeah, monster effect. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I actually rarely, to be honest, I haven't resolved this. I've never resolved this actual effect.
But it's good to have it.
It's good to have. It's good to like kind of like stalk. It has a beefy 3K. Today, against my match with Ricardo, I summoned this because he retaliating Seamead, so he forced all my materials to get banished. So I dumped Giant Rex to get its effect off to special summon itself, and summon this, and I linked this off for gravity controller
Ooh.
to out his
Alright.
to out his construct.
The
So, yeah.
JoJo reference.
Yep.
And what
And to wrap up for the
yes.
fusions, one
Mister.
Earth Golem for the salad matchups or any
Awesome.
cyber sex, and one Starving Venom. I would run more, except there's just not the extra space is kind of tight. So I thought these two are probably like two of the better ones right now for now.
And since you made Super Poly, you're gonna see those pretty often.
Yeah.
There you go.
And one Dolka and one Lagia. Of
Can't
course.
play Dinos without them.
Yeah, you gotta always have them. The one Gustav Max that I mentioned earlier.
Yeah, of course. And
One Pendestack for
oh,
piercing.
the piercing. Nice.
One Cross Sheep, and one Gravity Controller.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you so much, man,
problem.
for profiling this deck. I know everyone really appreciate it. Is there anything you would change?
I guess like the things I would change, potentially the extra deck a little bit. Definitely my side deck because it's not really complete.
Okay.
But as for the main deck, I kind of like it as it is so far. So yeah, so far not really anything made too crazy. I think in terms of the extra deck, maybe I don't see. I almost don't summon construct twice, so maybe I might cut the one construct for something else. Maybe either for a generic rank 4 or a link 3 possibly.
All right. All right. Well, thank you so much, man, again, and I appreciate it. Dual Humor out. Peace, guys.
Thank you.